Delhi, 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 Delhi. Ooh, Delhi, 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 Delhi. I mean, look at this. One more Yorker. I said 12 freaking times, and 11 out of 12 times. That is what you call execution. Mitchell Stark. Yes! Sport just knows how to bring out the animal inside of all of us. Look at this. Look at the teeth. Look at those eyes. I was ready to devour something. Completely and utterly. I was in absolute bits. I was in my chops. Okay, because last night, yeah, maybe that was a bit celebratory. Okay, all of that 40 minutes before Arsenal had to take on Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. I'm still waiting to hear from the 4-0 Real Madrid fans. I am waiting. Sport. I don't know how Virat Kohli does it. How does he always live with that kind of energy? Because I felt this close to a heart attack. If there's any doctors out there, please tell me if it is normal, if it's breathing or beating or vibrating like this for a full 2-3 hours. It cannot be good. Am I even going to make it to the age of 40 if I have to keep enduring things like that? Delhi. I mean, so many mistakes last night from both teams. The fielding, bowling choices. This Stubbs bowling, guys. This Stubbs bowling. I love my boy so much, but him bowling. Do you know, I even think it is starting to affect his confidence because he doesn't drop catches like that. He does that in his sleep. But again, after he failed bowling, you know, we could have gotten Kuldeep in again. The pressure was on. New batter at the crease. What happens? Nitish Rana, who in my opinion was the best batter of the night, we'll get to that part, could have gotten him out. Well, we should have gotten him out twice. Also didn't take the review. I mean, it was just the mistakes. It would take me till tomorrow. So, in all honesty, what we did deserve was that super over, and we got it. The first one of the IPL, and of course it's my team. Sending me into bits. Okay, I want to talk about two things really here. I want to talk about the super over, and then obviously I still have a lot to say about Delhi. The super over, guys. This super over. Nitish Rana, best batter of the night, he does not get sent in. Riyan Parag, 8 from 11. He is chosen above Nitish Rana. Now you look at the other side of the spectrum. Stubbs, Ashutosh and KL Rahul. Probably the three guys. Could have put Akshar in there as well, but Akshar is the kind of leader, the kind of captain that would put his team first. What is the best for the team? Now, I'm not saying this is Sanju Samson's fault. I'm saying there's some other things at play. The other day I was told Riyan Parag's uncle is one of the big heads of the Rajasthan Royals. I'm going to break this down into how I'm trying to understand it, because I think we underestimate, or this is very much undervalued in this sport especially, is how well the management or the coaching staff or whoever is in control of these things, how well do they know the players? Because I think knowing the players is a big thing on the road to success. And if you really saw last night, you would have known that Riyan Parag was not probably in the right mental state. He was definitely not the best in form on the night. Why would you go and pick him to do it? The same thing happened to RCB in the WPL when Smriti Mandana was preferred above Danny Wyatt and Nat Silverbrunt, who on that night as well, both of them made good 50s, fast 50s, but Smriti Mandana, who as well as Riyan Parag didn't have a very good season, both of them were out of form at that point, the point of the super over. Is that really the moment where you want to push a player and be like, you know what, this is your moment. This is where you're going to shine. You're going to get your form back here. You're going to be the hero of the franchise. Because at the end of the day, you might end up doing more damage than good. Because let's face it, Riyan Parag, brain fog, okay, that run out. What the hell was that? Because yes, you can go out there physically, you can do the work, but if mentally you are not in the right place, something is going to go wrong. You gotta pick the best players. And now I'm thinking to myself, when that happened to Smriti Mandana and RCB, I'm telling you right now, that was the moment I knew they were not going to qualify. You do not make mistakes like that. And both of them are leaders in their team, Riyan and Smriti Mandana. And I'm going to say it right now, I don't think it's their fault. I'm looking at the management. I'm looking at the coaching staff. I'm looking at these people thinking, you know what, we're going to be right. We want to be right about this. Smriti Mandana, Riyan Parag, we're going to be right. We're going to put them in. Is that really necessary to do it then? Tell them, you know what, okay, next match is going to be your time. But in a super over with that much at stake, South Africa, we say high ball. So I don't know, how did you feel about that decision? I think it's doing them more harm than good now, because now both of those players, we saw Smriti didn't have a very great season after that super over. More harm than good. And finally, as for DC, the Jake Fraser-McGurk thing, it has to end. I know that we're winning and it's fine, but what happened yesterday was just... every time the top order, right, doesn't make runs. Now the KL Rahuls, Okay, Akshar played a really good innings last night. But then Abhishek Parel also had to slow down with KL Rahul because they had to now, stabilise and build. Whereas if we just have the right people in from the start, we can just keep going. Because last night it was clear that Stubbs and Ashutosh, that's why they were chosen for the super over, by the way. It was clear that if they batted maybe an over or two earlier, we could have gotten over 200. Do you agree with me on that? We could have gotten over 200. So for me, having Ashutosh at 7, somebody even said today at 8, I'm like, our best batters are not in the middle when they should be in the middle. So if we take JFM out, then Stubbs and Ashutosh, they all move up one spot. Ashutosh is an out and out number 6. We have to find a way to get him in at number 6. I want that guy to be batting 5 overs at least. 2 overs, 3 overs, not enough in my opinion. We need to break that 200 score as often as we can. But a win is a win. Roar macha.